Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Philadelphia Phillies. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. PATCHO will be on the mound for the series opener. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, this year his strikeout to walk ratio has been outstanding, so look for a lot of strikeouts here in this one.
Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway.
Billy Hamilton.
First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. These Phillies, Eric Karros, as they enter play here tonight. They suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
And it's a good position to be in. You've been playing good baseball. Now you get to come home and start a homestand. They've got a chance to really make some noise in the division if they can keep playing.
A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, this team runs pretty well. They drive the ball into the gap pretty well. And as long as they keep avoiding the double play ball and let the game come to them and just drive in runs when they get the opportunities, they're going to be just fine.
Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Not a bad night to bring the parka along. 54 degrees at game time. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this is a former teammate of mine, Adrian Beltre. He's one of the most reliable third basemen in the game defensively. Some guys just look comfortable in the hot corner, and he's one of them. And I got to add this, only guy to play third without wearing a cup.
Joey Votto will stand in for the first time with gaudy numbers here in the month as you see him there. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, especially when it's on the inner half.
Look out, 2-0 now.
And we'll see him work both sides of the plate with the curveball going forward. Now, maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around.
3-0 now.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
Just getting started here in Philly. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with 2 away, but apparently not.
Grounded to the right. Zobrist is there. Throw onto the big fella Howard at first, and with that, the inning is over. Reds are down and ordered. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Johnny CUETO, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, you take a look at that whip. It's under 1-2, which tells me he's been pretty darn effective all year long. We'll see how he does in this one.
Ben Revere comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Phillies, the center fielder, number 11, Ben Revere.
Now a bunt attempt here. This is foul for the first strike. CUETO gets the sign. Here it is on 0-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
They come into this one fresh off a 4-2 homestand, so they'll be hoping to get the same sort of production as they head out onto this road trip.
And this is taken in out there by Bruce for the first out. A moment now to check out the hometown Phils starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Boy, just keep doing what they're doing. Every guy in that lineup can hit. They lead the league in average. No team is doing it better than these guys at the moment, so keep attacking the ball at the plate, and they'll continue to put up big numbers, even if they don't hit the ball out of the yard.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ben Zobrist comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Well, kind of strangely, Holiday has a bit of a reputation for rewarding the high strike. And that can really upset the hitter sometimes because the pitcher isn't usually trying to throw it there. So we'll see if any of that shows up.
Grounded back up the middle. MATTHIESEN is there. Throw gets him. 2 down. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Yeah, Joey Votto is recognized as a great, actually an elite offensive player, but he's one of the better defensive first basemen as well. He's won a Gold Glove. He's got quick reflexes, soft hands, and most important, he does not make mental mistakes out in the field.
Brandon Jordan will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
What a great season, but in order to win the Triple Crown, he's going to need some help from his teammates getting on base. He's in the top 5 in RBIs, but not leading that category.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. A windup and the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
Way outside. 1-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out
there. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. After 1, no score. Jay Bruce makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
32, Jay Bruce.
And a curveball to begin the at-bat, 0-1.
Oh, that is a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
Called strike 0-2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
And I can tell you, from facing guys like this my whole career, you may think you're getting a curveball, but when a guy's throwing in the high 90s, it's darn near impossible to sit on one.
The catcher, Devin Mesoraco, stands in as he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out toward right field. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Well, you know as well as I do, EK, that there's a big difference between going the other way with a pitch and just flat out being late. That's why he couldn't really drive that ball to right field.
Standing in now, Kenny Matthiesen, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s, 3 homers and a dozen RBIs. No score here as we play inning number 2. Inside with the breaking ball, 2-0.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. I mean, his mechanics have called a cab and left the ballpark.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
That probably should have been a strike, but 3-0, sometimes you don't get that call. He puts a man on here on the 4-pitch walk.
Here's Brandon Phillips as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here it comes on 0-2. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
A runner on first with 2 away. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Foul.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Reds leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. MAIKEL Franco will get his first shot here, and he certainly had it working so far this season, up over 350 entering play.
Well, it's still early in this season, but if he keeps this up, he's going to be looking to get paid in the offseason. His contract is up after this year.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Just missing here, 2-0. Cueto's ready. Here it is on 2-0. Nope. 3-0.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
For as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Adrian Beltre will stand in now, and as you can see here, he enters play 4th in the National League in round trippers.
And he's also in the top 10 in batting average and RBIs, so not just hitting those home runs. He's having a great year overall at the plate.
Cueto will go to first, back in standing. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
The 1-0 delivery. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Hit hard to short. Reined in. Phillips for 1. On to first, and Beltre is gone here. It's a double play.
Well, if you want to go by the numbers, somewhere around 37% of leadoff walks come around to score. Now, EK, I know you didn't know that, but that won't be an issue here as he bounces right back and he gets himself the double play.
Here's big Ryan Howard now. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And Howard will wisely lay off that one as it's back to 2-2 now. Two out, nobody on. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. And Frazier will make the catch to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back in Philadelphia right after this. Mark DUBOSE will stride forward now, looking to keep that hit streak alive. Currently at 6 games entering play.
DUBOSE.
And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
The 0-1 delivery. Good break to that one, and he's in command, 0-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, one away.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes.
The pitcher number
because
47,
if he gives you that fastball, he'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Stepping in now, Johnny Cueto. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Well, a couple of good swings back-to-back, but nothing at all to show for it.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Pretty stress-free inning so far. 2 batters, 6 pitches, and 2 strikeouts.
Billy Hamilton.
Billy Hamilton digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Here comes the first pitch. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I just pour a fastball in there. You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or two to get himself together over in the dugout.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Third inning, no score to this point. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Salvador Perez digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Catcher, Salvador Perez.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Cueto into his motion. 2-2 on its way home. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here.
Catcher.
And that's a step in the right direction.
PATCHO.
the pitcher, PATCHO, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good change up there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. Hot shot toward third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
And don't forget, for a pitcher, this guy can swing it pretty well. Just a little bit unlucky right there, but he hit that ball pretty good.
HOLT will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the .330 mark to begin playing.
Well, right now, he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, the strikeouts sure come in bunches for this guy. Remember, he had 10 of them in his last start, and he's well on his way to maybe even matching that number in this game.
Here's REVERE. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Set to deliver on 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
We got 3-2.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh. You know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position
here. Zobrist stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall. hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And that misses 2-2.
Now this needs to be a strike here on 2-2, because if not, now all of a sudden the runners are off with the next pitch.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Todd Frazier will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
First offering on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient, because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And he will take strike 3 called. He's got another one. 5 straight strikeouts, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, just a whole bunch of nothing going on so far. No runs, no hits, no errors on either side. Yeah, I think the scoreboard operator might as well just go home.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
And he'll continue this roll he's on. Make it 6 strikeouts in a row. Gracious, 2 away.
Well, right now he is just carving them up. Dare I say, like a Thanksgiving turkey? That's 7 strikeouts already. And he's made it look easy so far.
So 2 are gone now for the Reds in their half of the fourth. And stepping in, the dangerous left-handed hitter, Jay Bruce. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot there for Jay Bruce. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0.
Well, this is just their first hit of the night, but what a hit it was. He squares up on this thing perfectly and just drives it over the wall. That had some serious hang time to it.
The catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And I think that's what they were trying to set him up for. Going with that changeup down in the zone on a 1-2 count. Very difficult to react to, but he did a great job of holding back.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Kenny MATTHIESEN would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul.
Just finding a way to stay alive up there.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Reds get a run on the Jay Bruce dinger. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 Reds. Brandon Jordan is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Swing and a liner, but foul. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Dribbled to the right side. Going to be a tough play. A quick out number 1.
The batter number 7, shortstop, MAIKEL FRANCO.
Into the box, MAIKEL FRANCO. He drew a walk his first time up. CUETO sets his sights. Here comes the first pitch. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. Now a ball hit down the line in the air. This has a chance, and oh, it's high off the foul pole for a home run. A solo shot down the line in right. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and it brings the Phillies back even now with 1 apiece.
This guy's out there on the mound saying, "You gotta be kidding me. That's terrible." I mean, he's been flawless up to this point, putting up 0 after 0, and then bang, right off the foul pole. There goes the no-hitter and the shutout all in one swing.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
And Beltre wisely lays off that one, 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out. So with two gone here in the fourth, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Ryan Howard is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Phils have come back to tie it thanks to this solo home run. We played 4, all even at 1 apiece. Kenny Matthiessen will lead it off here for the Reds, followed by Brandon Phillips waiting his turn on deck.
MATTHIESEN.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Revere moves over. And that's the first out of the inning.
Boy, they are just making life easy for this guy. Swinging on the first pitch of the inning. Pretty routine fly ball. It's been a cakewalk here early on.
Striding into the box, Brandon Phillips. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under it is Revere to take it in, and there are 2 gone now.
Yeah, it's not like he needed any help. He's pitching well enough as it is, but this is now 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning. And he's growing more and more confident with every passing batter.
Mark DUBOSE is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to the first baseman, Howard, and with that, the side is retired. Reds are down in order. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Salvador Perez comes to the plate as we get started
Leading off
here
for
in the
Phillies,
bottom of the 5th.
Catcher, Salvador Perez.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now a fastball up around the shoulders, but it's strike three called, and a questionable first out of the inning.
Not even the best players are immune to a bad call from time to time. I mean, to me, that's not a strike. And I think to him, that's not a strike either. But, hey, the guy in blue, it's strike three, and he's the only one that counts.
Into the box, PATCHO. Ground ball sent back up the middle. MATTHIESEN is up with it. Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time.
Up next for Philadelphia.
He's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
HOLT comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
Ball one. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. Well, it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Launched to right field and deep. Back goes Bruce, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The throw into second. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with two bases.
Oh, man, he jumps all over this ball. Here it is again. Watch him just turn on this thing. There's so much torque in that swing. And he rips it down the right field line off the wall down there in the corner, and he's able to sprint into second with two bases.
REVERE will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the two-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
CUETO pauses. Here's the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he falls behind 0-2. Liner toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit around third and being waved on home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, it looked like this inning was just about in the books, but then you get the 2-out double to put the man in scoring position. Next hitter follows that up with a base hit here and makes something out of the inning after all.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Pitch out. Nothing doing. One 0 count. Here it is. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. The guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
You can see the pitching coach heading for the mound. And this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. He's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Brandon Jordan digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Lays off 1-0. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And he misses again, 2-0.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in if you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
Here he comes on 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Chopped in front of home plate. He's got to hurry. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. 5 innings complete. It's the Phillies 2 and the Reds 1. Johnny Cueto will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fellow on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance. That's a ball.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, these are just extra pitches adding to your pitch count. I don't see why you wouldn't just go right after him.
Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. Hit to short. Franco has it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Billy Hamilton will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
Hopped up. Beltre is there for it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball. As you take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Todd Frazier will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
On his way to pitch number 75. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. To first. Fielded by Howard. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They still trail it here 2-1. MAIKEL Franco will stand in to lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
First pitch on its way. And that's in there for strike one.
When you look at the way he's throwing the ball, he's throwing first pitch strikes to less than 40% of the batters that he's faced, and yet he's still pitching well. And we're in the middle of this ball game.
Oh, good spot on the black for strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to. The great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Still 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Line drive to left. DUBOSE has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. Keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
One out for the Phils in their half of the 6th, and set to stand in a guy who seems to get better with age, the dangerous Adrian Beltre. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike.
And that pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
In the air now, out to right field. On the move is Bruce. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
There you get a look at his pitches by inning so far. Really, the only bad one was that 3rd inning.
So with 2 gone and the base is empty, no better time to go after Ryan Howard. In there at the knees, strike 1. Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Boy, he is just wearing guys out with that two-seam fastball. I don't care if it's inside, outside. He's really hitting his spots well.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. They lead it 2-1. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Joey Votto will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get two starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Here it comes, 1-0. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
100 miles an hour is hard. A high 100, impossible to get on top of.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Now a check swing here and a little looper. And that's going to be a base hit. So the possible tying run is aboard here to start the 7th. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Certainly in this streak, he's had a lot of those opportunities come late in ball games, but he extends it again with another clutch base hit.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Justin DeFreitas will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch.
Number 30.
Freddie Galvis is also into the ball game as he'll hit in the number 8 spot here.
Batting in the 8th spot. Number 17. Freddie Galvis.
Jay Bruce will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
0-2.
Skied into straightaway right. Jordan over to his right. He's got it one away.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you'll hold your breath anytime a ball's hit in the air at this place. But luckily, he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Devin Mesoraco. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. A pause, and the 0-2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
And that is a big time to come up with a strikeout in a tight game like this. You still got that tying run over there at first, but with 2 away now, you don't necessarily need a ground ball to get you out of this.
Settling in now, Kenny MATTHIESEN. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he takes ball 1. Two out with the man at first. That's by him for strike 1.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Hard to believe he let that one go. I mean, that was right on a platter for him.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, that certainly changes things. Now with 2 outs, that runner can move up 90 feet. So all of a sudden, a simple single could be enough to tie this thing up.
High and deep to straightaway right. Jordan going back on it, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. The run scores from second. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
Well, these 2 teams have been pretty evenly matched all throughout this game, and now that's reflected on the scoreboard as well, as he gets a good pitch to hit right there and doubles home a run to square things up in this game here in the late going.
Here's Brandon Phillips as he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out to left center. Revere is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Reds will be forced to settle for just the one. Bottom of the seventh now. Get up and stretch here in Philly, and we are tied 2-2. Salvador Perez stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, guys, you watch the way he's pitched all night, and you'd be surprised to understand that he's thrown a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters he's faced, and he's still pitching such a good game.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, the guy you see right there calling the shots has opted to roll with his starter here to begin his half of the 7th.
And that pitch count is a concern, so he may get the chance to finish this inning off and then call it a night.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Throw is not in time, and a great job of legging that out as now the go-ahead run is on base to lead off the inning.
Maybe a turning point here in a tie ball game. They catch a break, they get the infield single on this ball. Now what will they do from there? They've got tons of options.
Freddie Galvis will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ball game, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. Here's the first pitch to him. There's the cut fastball, but it's low. 1-0. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
A 1-0 delivery. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game. Ready with his 100th pitch of the ball game.
1 ball.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. This is hit the other way out toward left field. DUBOSE is there, makes the play, 1 away.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Stepping in, Brock Holt. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Hard hit ball to second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Well, I tell you what, watching this guy play, this is pretty routine. He times it perfectly, goes up and gets it right at the apex, and that's a Gold Glover at work right there.
Here's Ben Revere. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Yeah, you'd like to think he had one more big pitch here to get him out of the inning and then call it a night, but he's having a hard time finding the strike zone right
now. 3-0 now.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so
The more you make them work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
And there you get a look at his pitch count. You can see he's over the 100 pitch mark right now.
So some of those mistakes are going to start to get magnified late in this ball game.
You can bet they're keeping close tabs on him in that dugout.
Ben Zobrist will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
First delivery to him on the way. Drilled on the ground to short. Backhanded. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Jake Diekman will be summoned from the bullpen now. He'll take over to start inning number 8.
63, Jake Diekman.
Mark DUBOSE will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, we got the matchup we wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if you can't throw strikes.
On the ground up the middle. And this ball gets right past him. Boy, looked like he was in position, but they'll have a leadoff base runner. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
You kind of wonder why guys would pitch to him in this situation. You know someone wants to end this streak, but he just finds a way to get another hit.
Marty Casson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 15, Marty Casson.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Here it comes on 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now they'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase. But when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. A couple of pretty good performances turned in on the mound so far, as evidenced by the numbers there as we show you the starter comparison in this 2-2 ball game. Billy Hamilton will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Liner towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
I'll tell you what, he had to get up for that one. Sometimes the leap is a little bit more showy, but not here. He was up there a good 2 or 3 feet to pull it in.
Here's Todd Frazier now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. One 1-0 pitch on the way. That's inside. 2-0.
And now with a 2-0 count, both pitches have been in. This might be where you say, all right, I'm going to let it fly if this next one's middle away.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Too tight with that one. 3-0. The very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
The 3-0 pitch on its way. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Once they fell behind in the count, I think this is a case where they just say, look, you're going to have to fish for something because we are not going to just lay one right in there for you. Probably not a bad decision against a power guy like this.
Joey Votto steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ballgame, Matt. I mean, you might be looking at this at-bat when it's all over as one of the turning points in this game.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
And here's where the Reds need that one key hit that's been avoiding them.
The 0-1 on its way. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
Drilled down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Ball 2. He got him, and the go-ahead run will be left stranded at second base. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. And we are tied 2-2. J.J. Hoover is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
J.J. Hoover.
Brandon Jordan will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
And that misses ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Set to deal on 2-2. And another foul ball. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And he lays off. Ball four. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Burke Badenhoff will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out.
Burke Badenhoff.
MAIKEL Franco will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out.
And now he gets to face some fresh meat. He's already got one homer in this game, remember.
And he'll get back in standing. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Not a lot of offense to go around, but a very tightly contested ball game. 2-2 our score here in the 8th, as it's starting to look more like 1 run may be enough to win this one. Darren Ruff will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 19, Darren Ruff.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And he's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
Yeah. 0-1 count, and the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Therefore, it is Votto, 2 away now.
And as a defender, these are the kind of pitchers you like to play behind. Someone who pitches to contact, keeps the defense involved, and he gets an easy pop-up right here.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and digging in, slugging first baseman Ryan Howard. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And a high strike there, 0-1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Ready with the 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And Bruce will make the catch, and the inning is over. Phillies strand one. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Jonathan Papelbon comes on now trying to keep this ball game tied.
Number 58, Jonathan Papelbon.
Jay Bruce gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth.
Right fielder number 32, Jay Bruce.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. One away.
The catcher, number 30.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
The catcher, Devin Mesoraco, stands in as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Tap fouled at home plate. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2.
Kenny Matheson.
Yeah, that's the thing about a two-seam fastball. It'll really bear in tight. Show motion will give you a good look at what this will do to the bat. It just explodes on impact.
In now, Kenny Matthiesen as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Two out, nobody on. And here's a ball hit in the air. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. In there, a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
That's going to make things really interesting now. You get that go-ahead run up to second here on the double, but you do have two away. So with that base open, they don't have to pitch to this next guy if they don't want to. Or at the very least, they can pitch him very carefully.
Here's Brandon Phillips as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Papelbon comes set. Here he comes 0-1. Ground ball left side. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Well, this has been a tight back-and-forth game, so you'd hate to have it decided on a play like this, but you picked the wrong time to make a mistake of this magnitude, and that lets the go-ahead run come in to score.
Standing in now, Mark DUBOSE into the seats, 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
One and two, here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Worth remembering here, this is a veteran closer out there. He's been through this before, so I doubt he's going to panic too much when the chips are down.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. 2 out with the man at first. Just out in front of that one. Still 2-2. Right 3 called, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Reds 3 and the Phillies 2. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here.
Your attention, please.
So with a safe situation on tap, they'll hand the ball over to a formidable force indeed. The very hard-throwing left-hander, Aroldis Chapman.
Now playing left field and batting in the 9th spot, number 22.
Leading off the inning, Salvador Perez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Freddie Galvis is into the box for his 2nd appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's the pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. It'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting.
Well, you get a good sense of his
fielder,
value to this ball from watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Here's Brock Holt now. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
And when he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's a swing and a miss, so the Phils are down to what could be their final strike now.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. It's still on his mind.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And he holds up on this one, but it's a called strike 3. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it was that run in the top of the 9th that turned out to be the game winner. As they hold on here and win this one on the road by the slimmest of margins.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. A tightly contested ball game here, so it makes it hard to find our top player of the game, but I think this fella right here would seem to be the logical choice.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Reds win this one 3-2.